Hi, so you all know my name. So we'll begin with the story that we should. Okay, I've recently shifted to Ahmedabad and it's about 10 p.m. I get a call. I know who it is. They are my parents. It's like it's like an alarm clock. Every night at about 10 p.m. they give me a call and after about usual कि खाना खाया नहीं कैसे हो क्या चल रहा है there comes this question अच्छा बेटा आज क्या किया which literally translates to what did you do today. And I know it's harmless. It's their love, it's their care for which they are asking me, Ki, what did I do? And on the days where I have real some work, I have lots of things to say. But as an artist, there are days when I have almost nothing to say. When I have not done anything. When I have no audition, no shoot, no script reading, nothing. And on those days, the silence, the silence feels like a failure. It's not just that I've shifted to Ahmedabad, and that is why this question is coming. But even when I was living with them, this was our breakfast table conversation. Like, okay, so what is your schedule for today? And on the days that I would schedule, I would say that, Mom, I have this meeting lined up. I have this script reading. I'm working on this script. We are doing a new play. We are doing a new production. And I'd have a lot of things to say. But one of the days when I have nothing, I would start making things up. अच्छा हाँ ये कुछ है. And you know why? Because saying that nothing again feels like a failure. And it's not just your parents, it's even your friends, your relatives. They come up to you, they meet you after a long time, they say, Hey, buddy, what's up? What's with the new film? What's the new project that you're working on? And sometimes you don't have an answer. And again, silence feels like a failure. And that is what I want to talk about today. That days without work are not the days of failure. Sometimes you don't have work on certain days. But we have started to live in a society where being busy shows a symbol of worth. अगर आपका कैलेंडर खाली है, अगर आपके पास कुछ काम नहीं है, तो आप एक्चुअली कुछ काम के ही नहीं है. That is what we have started to feel, no? But no, that is not true. On the days when you're not working, those are the days which are your foundation days. On the days when you're not working, those are the days which are your growing days. Those are the days of your test. And you have to stay there and play until the last ball, until the stumps are off. Because that's what is going to make you in the longer run. The days of no work. And it's not just true for the artist. It's for everyone. It's for the student who hasn't made up a mind what is he going to do in his career. It's for an entrepreneur who's waiting for his or her investor. It's for everyone who are in their waiting phase, who doesn't know what is going to happen today or maybe tomorrow. They're just trying to build up their life one piece at a time. And there's going to be a lot of you who will be right now in your waiting phase, where you might not know what is going to be your schedule tomorrow or maybe what even after this event. Yeah? So, all these days where you don't have work and you almost feel like giving up, don't do that. Because giving up doesn't actually comes from failure. It comes from a stillness which we misinterpret as failure. एक्चुअल फेलियर से नहीं आता आपका गिविंग अप का फेज. कुछ ऐसा वक्त जहां पे आप सिर्फ बैठे हो, वी आर स्टिल, वेयर समवन इज डूइंग वर्क बट यू आर नॉट, एंड यू स्टार्ट टू फील यू आर अ फेलियर. That's not how it happens. I'll tell you few of the reports and few of the facts for the artist industry. According to a 2023 report by FICCI and EY, there are about 5 million people in India who are either working or aspiring to work into film, television, or digital marketing industry, digital content industry, right? Out of which only 1% of the people, less than 1% of the people, actually make a household name. And only about 10% of the people actually earn living out of this industry. Very less ratio, right? Let's talk about US. In US, SAG-AFTRA, which is a union for Screen Actors Guild, and American Federation for Television and Radio Artists, about 87% of the people who are registered actors earn less than 25,000 US dollars a year out of acting. An average cost for a youngster to live in America is about 40,000 to 50,000 US dollars. So less than half is what they make out of acting. And these are the registered actors. I'm not even talking about those who are not registered. So the industry isn't easy. What do the rest of them all do? They keep waiting. They do other jobs where they are waiting tables, they are working at a petrol pump, they are working at a mall, everything else that they can do just to keep waiting until they have that one phone call that, hey, come on the set. This is your golden chance. So who actually succeeds in this whole industry? They're not the one who are waiting. Those people succeed who actually prepare while they are waiting. Because these are not the days where you just have to wait. These are the days where you have to prepare yourself. See, on the days when I don't have to go to a set to, what I should be doing is maybe I should be working on my art, maybe I should be working on my craft, maybe I should be recording a monologue, making a reel, something, or reading something. Maybe I don't have a call time, maybe I don't have a call sheet, but those are the days where I should be calling a friend, maybe a mentor, maybe attend a gathering like this and learn from the people, make some new connection, because actually creativity comes from the connection. Maybe all of these feels too heavy at certain time and I don't want to meet, talk, read anything. And all that I need to do is take a breath, take a break. Because it can be anything, but it cannot be the end of my career option. It cannot be the end of my journey. ये रुकावट हो नहीं सकती. This is just preparation. तैयारी है ये. So on the days when I'm not working, I'm preparing. We all know these stories, right? Amitabh Bachchan, for long years, was almost out of work before Kaun Banega Crorepati made him a daily name. Right? Nawazuddin Siddiqui worked for more than a decade working as a cameo artist or as a junior artist until Gangs of Wasseypur happened. Rajkumar Rao, Shefali Shah, Manoj Bajpayee, Pankaj Tripathi, all of these are the names who did not give up. They were waiting in their time and they were making sure that they have something to work on themselves for their own art. So you have to keep preparing because this is your stealth mode. I'll also tell you one of the stories that I think almost all of us would be knowing. There's this woman sitting in a small cafe in Edinburgh. She's scribbling some words on paper napkins with her small baby sleeping beside her. Her publisher has rejected her script for about 12 times. But she's still writing, still writing. She's reimagining things. She's making sure that her resilience doesn't give up. And after that, what the script happens turns out to be one of the most watched fictional series whole of our childhood. And that's J.K. Rowling for you, who made Harry Potter. If all these years where she sometimes did not have even the money to do coffee refills, if she had given up, we would never have got Harry Potter. So, for success, before success, there's always a waiting room. And a lot of them actually quit from there. But those who actually rearrange the chairs are the ones who actually make it to the other side. So from me to you, be a seed that you have to grow tomorrow, break the sunlight, and keep doing what you keep do, because those days which are your non-working days will turn out to be the days which will give you the success of your lifetime. Thank you from me. That's Shrungar.